Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nkoya, aka NdiNaija. Ja. Y'all, I wanted to do a semi-quick video to talk about some free goal resources that I'm using this year to prepare for my successful year ahead. Drumroll please. I don't know why I did that. I don't know exactly why I did that, but I did it anyway. So, if you guys are in the planner community, or if you are interested in planning and writing down your life plans for the future, you would have heard of a bunch of goal planners. There's Moxie Life, there's the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets, there is the Commit 30, there's I think Erin Condren has a goal planner as well. So there are a few, and that's really all I can think of right now. But there are a few. So I've tried a couple of goal planners in the past, and I just wanted to put this out there for people who may not be in the position where at this point in their life that they need a separate goal planner, or that they have the space in their lives to have maybe a separate system. Maybe a separate system doesn't work for them. So I wanted to introduce you guys to something, and just with using a regular notebook and a couple free resources, you can pull these things together, put into your planner, and implement for your 2024. I have here what is this called? It's a notebook, but I think this is one of the specialized notebooks from EC that was a vision notebook. I'm really just using it to try and catalog my my visions for a couple years now. In the front section, you have this page that looks like this and something that looks like this. So I just went through and put a couple sticky notes for when I'm able to build my vision. I haven't had the time as of yet. And up until now, I did my 2021 brain dump here for goals. I did 2022. This page is supposed to be something else. And I did 2023. So I like to just write some plans down. Next page. I like to just write some plans down and some thoughts, because as I'm gearing up for 2024, one needs to prepare, right? One needs to prepare. I should use some washi. Yeah, one needs to prepare. So I figured I would start a page for 2024. And my ideas are as such. So I have, let's just write resources. So right now the resources that I'm looking at are Ink and Volt and Full Focus. I also found some on Facebook. This should say free resources. I also found some on Facebook. There are a bunch on Google, Pinterest, Instagram. People are sharing all sorts of resources. And like I said, there are a bunch of resources for you to try and set your goals. I used these two, and I've put a few things together. So if you are subscribed to Ink and Volt's blog, they send these yearly planning things almost every year, planning for a successful year ahead, and they send it the last 4 weeks of the year. Some people start their goal setting for the next year in November. Some start early December. I started thinking about it in early December, but I didn't start putting things down to paper just yet, because sometimes you need to ruminate on things and think about them before, the time comes. So I read through this, and now that we have 3 weeks done, I've gotten 3 weeks of these blog posts, worksheets, not blog posts. I've gotten 3 weeks of these worksheets, and I just wanted to take you guys through it a little bit. So the first week says, today's your day. When you're buying a new planner or notebook, you aren't just buying a product, you are investing in yourself and moving one step closer to your goals, dreams, and successes. It talks a little bit about Ink and Volt, and it said that this guide has 4 parts: looking back and reflecting on the past year, identifying important people and relationships, setting a yearly theme, and planning your goals for the year. So that's the beginning of the whole thing. This is week number 2. My week number 1, is that it? Yes. So I don't know how I did this, but I printed out my week number 1 on a smaller, I thought I printed it out on this size of sheet, but I can't find it now. But I can find where I printed this little bit, because I wanted to snip this off and put it into my planner. So for week 1, looking back on 2023. Yeah, that isn't here. Looking back on 2023, one needs to reflect and review, right? One needs to reflect and review on the past year. So, reflect and review. A couple of things that one needs to do when you're reflecting and reviewing. You think of the good, you think of the not so good, and you take your lessons. What can you celebrate? What were your lessons? What did you learn, even from the things that were not so good? Because just life's sometimes, right? So this took me through an exercise, and I talked about some of the things that went well, some of the things that I could have improved on, and my biggest lessons. I personally would say that my biggest lesson from 2023 is that having an attitude of gratitude works, and being actively grateful daily, looking for something to be thankful for, helps me in my mental health, helps me in my outlook, so that I'm not so pessimistic, because naturally I'm a person that I'm looking for the holes because I want to fill them. So I will see a hole, I will see a crack, I will see a problem. But if you know what I do in my real life, you would know that, that's why I'm well suited for my type of work. That's why I'm well suited for the job I do, because I can see the problems, and I actively work on mitigating said problems. So, however, it doesn't always work in life. I need a green pen. Where's a green pen when you need one? I have 3 million rolls of washi, but not 3 million pens. I'm going to upset the apple cart here. It's a delicate balance of chaos just outside of camera. So if I'm moving things and you hear things move, pretend you didn't. See? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? How's that? Did you hear that? That's a green pen. This is also a green pen. So I want to give it a green cloud. Green cloud. Use a light green to also highlight the cloud. Yeah. So, gratitude, being grateful for the things you have, the people you have in your life, what you've done, what is yet to be done, even the mistakes, because some of the mistakes that you've made in your life uncover what you need to work on. They uncover your holes or your cracks, and then you can take time to fill it if you think about them and you are active in your gratitude. So that's one of my biggest lessons from the year 2023. Gratitude. I was going to put some washi down somewhere. Where did that washi go? And I would say that gratitude has enabled me to look to 2024 with hope. because for the longest time, I was not very hopeful, just in general. Well, that's too much. Let's put it down here. For the longest time, I wasn't very hopeful with a lot of life, right? But it's important to see the silver lining in any cloud, even if it's a rain cloud. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So in this setting in this Ink and Volt resource, I went through and I said some of the things that went well, some of the things that I can improve, and one of my biggest lessons from the last year. I also wrote about one of the best things that happened to me this year, and what goals did I achieve, and were there things I wanted to do but didn't. And I typed it all out, and I'm going to stick it somewhere, I think, or worst comes to the worst, I will rewrite it again. Another part of it also talks about relationships and what happened in your relationships. Are there new or stale relationships you hope to nurture? And they say what you do isn't as important as the people you did it with. So who are the people in your life that have been instrumental? How can you be thankful for them? How can you be grateful for them, right? So my yearly theme, building my yearly theme, is week 3. And the second page of that says, how will you improve yourself in 2024? What will it look like if 2024 went perfectly? And what do you want to leave behind next year? And then you visualize, get specific, make declarative statements, take the statements from above and be specific about what you're doing, in your life, about what you want to do, and write it down as your yearly thing. This is an yearly overview idea list that I got from the Coffee Monsters Co., which is why Facebook is one of the items here on this list for free resources for goal setting. And then the next one I wanted to share is from Full Focus. So I went by and did a life score assessment, and this is my score. And this is what the breakdown looks like. You have work, hobbies, body, mind, spirit, money, community, family, and love. Now, in everything that happened with my life this year, I felt a little bit of imbalance, with taking so much time and spending so much time on work. I'll put that down here. Imbalance. So it's been a bit like eek, It's like eek. What is happening? And just like I'm drawing how I feel. So it hasn't been great, and I think I told you guys that sometime in September I was just feeling like it's not really working. Things are just kind of not quite right. And when I started focusing on gratitude and the things I was grateful for, I started seeing the patterns and saying, look, for a greater part of this year, my life has not been balanced. I have been, let's look at this, for example. Work, where else? They don't have personal development on here, like studying and such, but that was it's a very high level. This is like 9. Yeah, this is a 9 on the scale. And while I'm a very driven person, work and studying and everything is not all there is to life, right? And I do want to be fulfilled. I do want to remain ambitious and remain my ambitious self, but I think I'm going to take some time to do more things that are good for other parts of my life. So sleep has been kind of great. I mean, I generally go to sleep around 9 o'clock and wake up at 3:34, 4:30. Yeah, 9, 10. I'm usually asleep before the 10 o'clock mark hits. And then I'm awake by 4 at the latest. So, that's just my body without an alarm. So that's just the amount of time that I sleep. But like I was saying, I think I need to find balance in 2024. And I'm using my resources to do so. So I went ahead and did this life assessment from Full Focus. They're the people who make the Full Focus Planner, Michael Hyatt and such. I've reviewed their planners. I've used their planners a couple of times. They are great. They put out these quarterly planners, and they have 2 days, 2 pages for every day. It's also a Monday Start planner. It's both a goal planner, a life planner, and everything combined into one. It's great. Right now I need a separation between like my work stuff and my home stuff, and I don't want to. The thought of changing planners every 3 months is a lot for me personally. So that's why I'm not using it right now. So it said, congratulations on completing your life score assessment. You've taken the first step toward building a more balanced and fulfilling life. So I will encourage you to take the time to review and do these reviews with these free resources. I'll put links in the description box below. It broke stuff down. What's my circle of being and my score there, circle of relating, score there, circle of doing, score there. And just in looking at it, I said, wow, I really need to do something. I've been feeling not so great. I've been feeling not so great. It just, I don't know. Stuff has just been a little wonky, just a little, like a 3.5-legged table, if you will. So I'm focusing on the other half, and I want to take care of other parts of me. Hence my search. And I think that's going to be my word of the year. Balance. I think that's what it's going to be. So this goes through a whole bunch of things. No, getting to where I was going. At the end of it, after you're done with your life score assessment from Full Focus Planner, it gives you some sample goal templates. So here's what they gave me. They said, look at your body, spirit, and money. And for me, for 2024, this was one of the major things that I wanted to do, because if I'm interested in making it anywhere in life, I need to do so with this body that I have been given. And as a good steward of life and the gifts that I've been given, I need to take care of my body, right? So my first goal situation here is regarding my body. So it gives you some options. Sign up for X sports team, running club, fitness club by whatever time. Bring down my blood pressure X number of points by X date. Research and hire a nutritionist to complete a personalized meal plan by X date. Finish my first 5K race half marathon by this time. Choose a regular bedtime and get X hours of sleep per night for the next X days beginning Y. And then you have that in your spirit domain and your money domain. Pay off the remainder of my car loan in the amount of that. Create a monthly income and budget by this time and forecast for the next 6, 12, 18, 24 months. Reduce eating out. All great sample goal templates. You could also take it a step further and go through their 100 proven templates, 100 proven goal setting templates. They call them turnkey goal setting templates. And they give it to you in all of these frameworks, and then you just review. So let's look at a few examples. So we showed the one for what they showed me for body. There are more here. It's a whole list. Cut LDL cholesterol X points by X date. Improve my deadlift by Y pounds by Z date. Mind, read X books per month or quarter starting so date. Classic book list. Complete my college degree. Research and write my book on. In your spirit, set aside X minutes in the morning, X days a week for reading and prayer starting whatever date. Ask my friends, pastor, spouse about their favorite spiritual books. Find a yearly Bible reading plan. And the list goes on and on and on and on. You have it For love, schedule a monthly flower delivery for your significant other. Write a list of your significant other's favorite qualities. Family, leave the office by X time to have enough time for dinner with your family. That's one that I need to work on because I'm often in the office late. So for me, it's put what I need in place so that I can leave the office at a certain time. Community, schedule a call with friends or family members. Money, improve net worth by X amount. Pay down X in credit card debt each year. So I'm going to pick out a couple of these from some of these pages and write them down for my goals. Because as of right now, I think I would say that my small actions and habits, a couple of things that I want to try is that, and I don't know if I'll be able to do this year, but hey, a thought, a plan. I want to eventually I'll start small, do a 1-minute plank. And I should say full plank. I think right now I've regressed to the point of doing like 20 seconds or 30 seconds with, full hands. So there's the one you do with your hands like this all the way up, and then there's the one you do on your elbows. That's what I'm calling this full plank. This elbow plank. So there's that. What other thoughts do I have? Let's see. Small actions and habits. Let me see. Hold on. One other thing that I thought of is, and I don't know if this is too big of a thing, I would like to hang from, the bar. Yeah. It's on the way to doing a pull-up. I'm way out of shape, so I'm not thinking of that yet, but I do want to be able to hang from a bar. So I'll say work up to hanging from a bar. Which means I need to use the gym, and that is not in my desires right now. Hang from a bar on the way to a pull-up. Yep. One that I'm excited to look forward to is to be able to swim 50 yards continuously. The pool that we go to is, I think it's Olympic size, so it's 25 one way, and when you come back it's 50. So I'm not sure what distance I can do right now, but I know I get about 3/4 of the way in before it's like, okay, I need to slow down, I need to catch my breath. So my desire is to do 50 yards, which is one way and back, before catching my breath. Right? And then a couple of other things, but this is what I am looking at, and yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys for today's Vlogmas video. So I will talk to you all later. Tell me, what are your goal ideas and what free resources have you used to help yourself improve your life and work towards having a successful 2024? I'll talk to you soon. Bye.